Alright guys, so we are actually trying the external mic again. For those of you that have watched my, I want to say previous videos about the Sena helmet connecting to the Insta360, the connection part, excellent. Works like a charm, you know. I'm very happy with it. The only issue I was having is that somewhere between the helmet and the Insta360, we are getting static. So we are clipping, we are peaking, whatever you want to call it. And that is something that I need to remedy for sure. So I ended up having to go into the the Insta360 camera, so the Ace Pro, because I went into the Sena app to see if there was any kind of what am I looking for, like a mic sensitivity or anything like that, just to kind of tone it down a little bit, but I couldn't really find anything. So inside, of course, the Insta360 camera, there is something for external mic. Now I'm hoping that external mic is also going to be something that reacts to like a Bluetooth headset that's plugged in. I don't know. This is something I don't know. But I went out yesterday and I did this whole video kind of again previously. And inside the Insta360, you have the ability to set the external mic input, like the gain level. So you can go 0, which it was in the previous videos, and in the last video that well, not video but recording that I tried, which actually I didn't post because it didn't work, I had set the external microphone to -6 decibels of gain, and the thought was that should be enough. Now it wasn't. I was still getting static, and I'm honestly, I'm not even sure if the external mic gain is doing anything, or if it's just when you actually plug in an external mic and not have a Bluetooth connection. I don't know. But today what I did, and this is this ride, and this is what this setting is, I set it as low as it can be. So I actually set it at -18 decibels. So this is as low as the external can go, and the hope is that that is going to be enough so that I don't get any static or clipping on the video. So one of the things that we will kind of just find out and make sure is that I'm traveling right now at about, I don't know, 55, 60 kilometers an hour, and I do have a fair bit of wind protection, which is good. And I'm not talking overly loud. I'm just talking as loud as I would if I was talking normally, or if I was talking on the comms or something like that to other riders. But the end goal is in different scenarios, because the Sena helmet has like some pretty good noise canceling. So I'm not sure how that works, but the hope is that when I set it to -18, there is some kind of effect, right? If not, I'm going to have to reach out to both Sena and or Insta360 to figure out how this can be remedied, because I don't want the static / clipping happening on it. You know, the mic is just sending too much sound information over to the camera, and I need to make sure that the camera has the ability to get non-clipped audio, I guess. So right now we are again recording on the X3. That's what's recording the audio, so this camera right here. The Ace Pro right now is just recording outdoor audio, so just standard audio that it's getting from the internal mic. And is that useful? Well, it may be, because I don't get there's not a lot of air in here, so I don't think I'm going to get a lot of wind noise. And I may take a listen to it, and if there is a fair bit of wind noise or anything like that, what I may do is just try to put like a little foam covering over the mics on the Ace Pro, just to help it with the wind noise. because with the noise canceling on the Sena, which again is fantastic, you a lot of times lose a lot of the sound of the actual motorcycle, which I think you kind of need, because it's nice to hear along with the voice the bike, so that you can hear the motor. You can kind of see, especially like if I'm accelerating or decelerating or just in cruising, it gives you a good idea of, you know, what the bike's doing as well, not just me. So I think that's important. So what's going to happen is I'm going to just kind of ride up here, and then there is a spot where I can hop on the highway and kind of come back. So at the highway I'll be able to get it up to, you know, 110 kilometers or so, and that'll give me a good test to see what the wind is like. Now the other thing I'm just going to see is I'm going to put my visor down, but I was going to, no, that's not going to do anything. And the reason is, of course, is that I just don't know. Well, it may. Let's just put it down. We'll see. We'll put it down like that. And if it is something that I kind of have to do, at least I'll know it. The only issue again is that I want to find out how to calm that down. And maybe it's working. Maybe minus 18 dB on the Insta360 is what I have to set it at, because this is fine. Like if it, maybe it sounds better with the visor down, and that's great. But you know, this summer when I'm riding, and let's say Celsius wise, it's a plus 28 degree day, or a 30 degree day, or a 38 degree day, where it's like hot. I don't necessarily think I'm going to want to have my visor down, because that's going to be warm. And you know, especially for me on this bike where I get a lot of wind protection, I'm going to want as much air as I probably can get coming into the helmet, just to help cool me down. So it's something that I kind of have to figure out, and it's one of the reasons that I'm doing so many of these videos right now, is that, you know, by the time these kind of post, we will either be in July or close to July, not July, sorry, June, and at that point in time, right, we're in season, we're in riding season, full swing, and I just want to make sure that I can go out and do these videos and not have any issues. And I know that there's a lot of you out there that may have an Insta360 as well. It doesn't matter if it's a, you know, an Ace Pro or an Ace or an X4. Did I call this an X3? It's an X4. So this is an X4. Sorry. So, you know, I want to make sure that if you guys get it, that you kind of understand what some of the settings are that you can probably set it at for the very first time, so you don't have to go out and ride half a dozen times like I've been doing to try to get all the settings set up properly. So again, right now this is shooting in the X4 is shooting in its 8K 30 mode, and the only other thing that I've really changed is the audio, and I've set the external mic to minus 18 dB, so in minus 18 decibels, so hopefully that'll kind of lower the sensitivity of the actual microphone. I'm hoping, because again, there's nothing on the actual Sena helmet, at least inside the app or anywhere that I can find, that allows me to kind of adjust that sensitivity. So we shall see. The other thing that I'm playing around with is on the Ace Pro, it is actually connected to this fine fellow over here, and this is the Insta360 GPS preview monitor, whatever it's called. And the bonus of that, of course, is that it also grabs GPS information. So I'll put it up here on the screen. Bloop. So now when you're looking through this camera, you'll be able to see things, and I don't have everything put on here, just a couple things that I'm mostly interested in, which is like speed and things like that. But the nice thing is I can put those on the screen, so that, let's say I'm doing Tail of the Dragon, which is on the list for this summer. You know, you can kind of see all my speed and all that kind of stuff, and direction, and I think that's super cool, right? Being able to see all that. So that's these two are tied together, so camera and this, and then over here the X4 is connected to the Sena, so that's connected, which is great. And then I have the X3 right here, just grabbing some extra footage, and that's again for me, so that I can do a comparison, because I'm really I really want to see, again, not necessarily as much for me, but for you fine folks, is how much of a difference the 5.7K out of the X3 is compared to the 8K of the X4. Because right now, and that's US prices right now, the X3 you can get for $100 less than the X4 US. $100 US less, and that's great. So okay, I'm actually gonna turn my cruise control on, so we'll get going here. So you guys should be able to hear, and nothing coming up behind us, so that's good. We're gonna get up to speed. Okay, so we are currently going at, let's say 100, 105, something like that. I'm gonna set the cruise control, click. All right, so now we got the cruise control on, 105-ish, and at this point in time, normally I would have static for sure. All right, this guy's accelerating, so I'm gonna accelerate too. But I'm gonna pop the visor open. Again, I don't know if it's gonna make any difference, but we'll find out. And here we go, cruising up. We're up at 110. Again, I'm gonna set my cruise. We're going to accelerate here just to get up to speed. The guy behind me is coming up nice and quick. And let's see, I'll get this set in 1 second. Here we go. Alright, so we are at, my speedometer says about 115. I don't necessarily say that's true. It's definitely around 110. But at this speed, I am definitely getting some like side wind coming around the bike. So in here, normally, like here, there's not a lot of wind. Down here, I can feel it. When I'm under 100 kilometers an hour, I don't really get much wind in here. There's still not a lot of wind where my helmet is, but you guys will get an idea. And let's put the visor down. It's definitely less wind noise in here for sure, and maybe it's something that I'll have to look at. If not, you guys will probably see another test video in regards to what happens when I talk to Insta360. If I have to, if the video sounds good and the -18 is working, then this will be it. There'll be no need for us to talk about this anymore. So I think that's as good of a test. Now the only thing is, you know, if you were someone that was driving like a sport bike or a naked bike or something like that, or you're riding with a, you know, a half helmet, something that, you know, have almost zero wind protection, then that totally different story. But I think, again, because of the fact that the Sena has such good like sound control with wind, that it doesn't matter if you're on a bike like this or if you're on a naked bike, it's just gonna cut it out. So right now my only thoughts is that it's just sending too much, too high a level of audio to the X4, and I'm hoping that calms it down. Anyways, you guys have been able to get a listen to hear what it's like. So hopefully this video passes, and if it's up online, I'm guessing the simple answer is yes. If it doesn't pass, well then you won't see this video, so it doesn't really matter. Alright guys, that's it for me today. I'm heading back home. I've done my test, and we will see you guys in the next video. Alright guys. Oh yeah, look, it's warm enough today. It's not like warm, 15 degrees, but warm enough. And I'm wearing my Moto, look, fingerless gloves. I have to say, that's nice for using this kind of stuff, because as much as things always say that they're glove friendly, which they are, they're never as good as if you just have bare fingertips. You know, nothing better than just the skin, you know. That's it is what it is. Alright guys, that's it. I will put links below to the Insta360 gear, because if you guys are looking at it, use one of the links, because it helps support this channel, which is appreciated, and it really doesn't, you know, cost you guys anything. And same thing, if you're looking at one of the Sena helmets or Sena intercoms, make sure you use one of the links that we have below. Alright, I'm out, and we'll see you guys next video. Later.